The 5 experiments that reveal the dark side of human nature. Have you ever wondered what really drives human behavior? From the dark depths of authority and conformity to the surprising ways we react in groups. These groundbreaking studies reveal truths about us that you might find hard to believe. Prepare to be amazed and perhaps a little unnerved as we explore the complex nature of human psychology. Stay with us to the end to uncover the shocking insights these revelations offer into the human psyche. Number 1. The Stanford Prison Experiment. This experiment demonstrated how ordinary people could quickly adopt authoritarian behaviors when placed in positions of power. In this experiment, participants were randomly assigned roles as either guards or prisoners. Those assigned as guards began to display abusive and oppressive behaviors towards the prisoners despite having no previous tendencies for such actions. Imagine an employee who is promoted to a managerial position. Initially, they are friendly and cooperative with their colleagues. However, once they gain authority, their behavior may change. They might start enforcing rules more strictly, becoming less empathetic, and demanding greater compliance from their subordinates. Number 2. The Mgram Experiment. The experiment aimed to understand how far individuals would go in obeying an authority figure, even when asked to perform actions conflicting with their personal conscience. In this experiment, participants were told they were part of a study on learning and memory. They were instructed to administer electric shocks to a learner whenever an incorrect answer was given. Unbeknownst to the participants, the shocks were fake, and the learner was an actor. Astonishingly, 65% of participants continued to administer shocks up to the highest voltage, despite hearing the learner's cries of pain and pleas to stop. This revealed that ordinary people are capable of following orders to an extreme extent, even when it involves harming another person. Imagine an employee who is instructed by their boss to engage in unethical practices, such as falsifying reports or cutting corners on safety procedures. Despite their personal morals, the employee might comply due to the pressure of authority and fear of consequences. Number 3. The Conformity Experiments. The experiments aim to understand how individuals respond to group pressure, even when the group's opinion is clearly incorrect. With this experiment, participants were asked to compare the lengths of lines and state which one matched a standard line. Unbeknownst to the real participant, the rest of the group was composed of actors instructed to give the wrong answer in some trials. Astonishingly, 75% of participants conformed to the incorrect group opinion at least once, even when the correct answer was obvious. This demonstrated the strong influence of group pressure on individual judgment. Imagine a teenager who is with a group of friends. The group decides to engage in risky behavior, such as vandalism or substance use. Despite knowing it's wrong, the teenager might go along with it to avoid standing out or being ostracized. Number 4. The Bystander Effect. The bystander effect is a well-documented psychological phenomenon that highlights how individuals are less likely to help a victim when other people are present. In their experiments, Darley and Layton found that the more bystanders present, the less likely any one individual is to intervene and help. This is due to a diffusion of responsibility, where each person assumes someone else will take action. Their studies demonstrated that individuals are significantly less likely to help when they believe others are also aware of the situation. The presence of others creates a sense of shared responsibility, often leading to inaction. Imagine a person collapsing in a busy public place. Despite the obvious need for help, bystanders might hesitate, looking around to see if anyone else will step in. This hesitation can result in critical delays in getting assistance. Number 5. The Robbers Cave Experiment. This experiment took place at a summer camp for boys, divided into 2 groups, the Eagles and the Rattlers, to study how group identity and competition can lead to conflict. In the first phase, the groups were kept separate, allowing them to bond and establish their own group identities. They created group norms, symbols, and a sense of camaraderie. In the second phase, the groups were introduced to each other and placed in direct competition through a series of challenges and games. This competition quickly escalated into hostility, name-calling, and even physical confrontations. Sheriff's findings showed that competition for limited resources can create intergroup conflict and reinforce group identities, often resulting in prejudice and aggression. Imagine 2 departments in a company competing for a limited budget. This competition can foster a sense of rivalry, leading to conflicts, reduced cooperation, and a hostile work environment.